What's up, YouTube? Royal Flush, Draco Rex, Section Gambit. What's happening? Um, I don't know if it's me or not, but my system is being a little weird, bro. It's it's showing me twice on my shit, but whatever the case may be, it's cool. I mean, as long as y'all read me alright and shit, I mean everything's good, right? What's up? Don't call me Danny, Lay, Jamal, Stardust, all the way out here early as fuck. You know what I'm saying? I really got shit to talk about tonight for real, you know what I mean? I really got shit, NPDs and shit, you know what I mean? And really, I fucked up because what the fuck is Canscape? I'll change that shit later. I meant to say landscape, but you know what I'm saying? Didn't catch that shit in time, you know what I mean? Let's see if I can actually change that shit right now. Shit. All right, much better. Yeah, man. What's up, Jemiah? All right, cool, Jemiah. That's cool. I was like, man, why the fuck is it showing me twice on my shit? It's like I'm talking to myself. You feel me? What's up, Impatient Fire, man? But so NPDs, right? And no, I'm not talking about how Sony demolished that because we already know Sony was going to demolish that. That wasn't even, you know, that's not really something like surprising that we should like talk about and shit. What do you expect to happen? Do you think October was going to be like any other month, bruh? Yeah, Jemiah, I was just, I was bored. I ain't got shit to do, so I was like, let's go ahead and tweet that. But that tweet was just, interesting to me. How I was a bit appalled, man. I didn't really think that some shit like in the gaming community could do shit like that to me. You feel me? The crumb side. But I was actually like taken back a little bit. I'm like, really, dog? Stan Lee, though? You gonna Stan Lee, you leave this man alone. May he rest in peace. You know what I'm saying? The fuck. So I couldn't like not say something. I felt like I need to. But what's up, Aaron? Yeah, man. I felt like I need to because I was like, what the fuck is this dude? These dudes, I didn't even know. I didn't even know these dudes, man. For real. I'm like, jeez. Stan Lee though? Because of Spider Man though, really? He don't even had nothing to do with the game of Spider Man, really. I mean, he cameo. You know what I'm saying? But it's just fucking sad. So I was just there like, God damn, man, that's just sad. You know what I'm saying? Can't believe this shit. So I had to say something, but I usually don't, man. It is rare. I ain't gonna front that I do some shit like that. But as far as the MPD results, man, I'll real quick on the Sony shit. I mean, that's not surprising at all. We expected that shit. That's not, you know, It's not something like we didn't expect some shit like that. We knew that shit was gonna go down. So, and Sony like demolishing that, of course. It's and the thing is, they're like equating it to the PS2 era, but it's very much like the PS2 era, right? If you think about it, during the PS2 era, PlayStation 2 was just taking over everything, just selling left and right? And who was it competing against, really? Nintendo was like off doing their own thing. It's not really they don't really compete like that with Sony because the audience they had was different, right? And Xbox at the time was new in the game. People know of Xbox, but it's just that other console if you want to like try something else. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like that. And today's realistically is the same thing, right? It's like that generation all over again. What's up, Phil? You know what I'm saying? What's up, Phil Sensor? Thank you for coming through. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for coming through my humble channel and shit. You feel me? What's up, Cyber Dragon? What's up, Kevin Mack? Don't call me Danny, man. Yeah, what's up? What's up, Phil? Thank you for coming through. You know what I mean? Like, comment, subscribe, Phil. I appreciate that. I'm just I'm just saying, like, real shit, like, it's realistically, it's right there, you feel me? Like, realistically, it's basically that generation all over again. It doesn't mean next generation will be last generation all over again. Who called you a faggot, cuz? Nobody called you a faggot. This dude. What's this man talking about? What's up, Phil? Who called you a faggot? I'm glad I got one of these guys, man. This actually means that my channel is actually doing something once we actually have a dude like this. But anyways, I got you. Well, but that's not really making fun of his name because you tell them not to call him a fat. Never mind. Anyways, you know what I'm saying. Anyways, you know what I'm saying. Anyways, didn't hey don't call me Danny. Didn't I make you I could have swore I made you a mod, didn't I? I made somebody a mod. Did I make somebody a mod? Yeah. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and make don't call me Danny a mod. So, oh, that's right. I made D a mod. And D ain't here right now. So, this what it is. It is what it is. So, I think I just made. I think I did, man. Check to make sure. Type some shit. See if your name is blue or not. But if this dude say anything out of line, cause I mean you can kick it, man. Feel you know what I'm saying? Kick it, enjoy yourself. Just remember if you say some shit out of line and shit, not console related shit or gaming related shit, but you say some wild shit about one of these motherfuckers that one of the mods would do that. But anyways, so like I was saying, we expected that. That's just what it seems like. You know what I'm saying? It just feel like that's what it feels like. Just no pun intended. That's what it feels like. Just PlayStation filled with a PH. It's that's what it feels like. Like this generation is basically the PS2 generation again because this generation is basically the same way. You know what I mean? Like this generation, PlayStation is still doing exactly what the PlayStation 2 is doing. Not as well as the PlayStation 2 is doing, to be honest with you, but the same thing PlayStation 2 is doing. Um, Nintendo is not really competing with Sony the same way that traditionally a console will compete with another motherfucker. So they off to the side doing their own thing, very much like the PlayStation 2 generation. And Xbox is still that other console that if you want a taste of something else, you can spend more money for more power on like a specific platform that of a specific console that they have. You feel me? Because the only thing that you get from them is power, but that's a specific console that they have. It's not across the board consoles that all the consoles they have. You feel me? It's one console that they have that's the most powerful in the western side of the world because that I don't know much about it, but Craig Harris always talk about this Chinese motherfucking console that's strong as fuck. Because it got the Ryzen in it or whatever. But we don't deal with that shit because we don't get that console. So as far as we know, that shit's the strongest. So there's some side shit. If you want some stronger shit, there's some side shit, right? Just some side shit. So I mean, that's obvious why NPDs are the way they are. You know, it's obvious. Now, what is surprising to me is that Red Dead didn't do better than Black Ops, right? And say whatever you want. You can say whatever you want about it. You know what I mean? Say whatever you want about it. But the one thing you can say, what's up, Lincoln? What's up, Phil? Phil's fans is amazing. What's up, Lincoln? What's up, sick? You know you going up against Money May, sick. What you mean? You got hands, cuz. I'm glad you show up, Phil. I'm so glad that you showed up because a fucking podcast ain't real until somebody like you show up. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Future? Oh shit, what's up, Vieira? Yeah, man. So that's all I'm saying is the MPDs are the way they are is because this generation realistically is the PlayStation 2 generation. PlayStation 4 does what the PlayStation 2 does. The Nintendo of this generation is on the side doing its own thing, just like the Nintendo of that generation. It's not really competing the same way, as far as power, as far as narrative, as far as those kind of things, right? And the Xbox, the original Xbox, was that other console. If you want to try something else, you could try something else. But the craziest part is back in the day, the original Xbox got more going for it than this Xbox, right? Right? What's up, Vieira? And so that's why we have what we have right now. That's what the MPDs look like. But Red Dead not beating Black Ops, I mean, I hate to admit it, but story based games aren't selling as well as like as far as these multiplayer games. Like Black Ops is selling, and I wish it wasn't true, but I'm sure it's selling so well is because of that battle royale. I hate to admit it, but it's selling well because of that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's selling that well because of fucking battle royale. Because it does battle royale so well. Apparently, it's a thing. I mean, kids apparently play that a lot. I mean, everybody's telling me like how every kid is playing Fortnite. Apparently, they all do this stupid ass dance that I don't fucking understand. You feel me? They all do this stupid ass fucking dance that no one understands and shit. They play all these random ass battle royale games, and that's why Black Ops sells so well. And I'm gonna be really, really real with you. I'm almost done with Red Dead. I'm not completely done yet. I'm basically on the last chapter, and it's an 8 out of 10 still to me, dude. Like I don't see how it's a 10 out of 10. There's no way. It's an 8 out of 10. And my favorite thing about a game is really lacking in this game. Really, like gameplay is like a 7 out of 10 in this game. To be honest with you, I feel like if you're gonna do like one of these games, you have to be like the best of the best to gain traction to make way. And Rockstar should be one of the people who does that, but this game isn't that, man. I hate to. I mean, I was told it gets better, like, cause to be honest with you, if I was rating this game earlier, if you, I said 8 out of 10 because I appreciate the game itself, but personally, it's like a 7. But if the first half of this game, realistically, it's like a 6 out of 10. This is like boring and drawn out, and the second half is more entertaining, more of everything you would want, but it's still really lacking to me as far as the story. I'm not really that impressed with the story thus far, and I'm like getting to the end of it. I kind of see what's gonna happen, what's gonna like, you know, what's gonna like fold, and I'm just, you know, I see the beats like panning out and all that, and maybe because I don't really care for none of the characters like that. Like when major shit go down, none of it was like a wow factor moment for me. I don't get none of that stuff. But that's what's really what I'm seeing in MPDs is that Black Ops was able to do what it does. And I play Black Ops here and there. I didn't buy it, to be honest with you. I didn't buy it. It's on my PlayStation. I didn't buy that shit. My brother came through, kicked it at the crib for a couple of days when my mom came back and bought that shit and fucking, you know, and when we played that for a little bit, but I didn't really I didn't buy it myself. I have it and I'll play it from time to time, but I really don't care about it. I really don't care for it, man. I hate the new Black Ops just as much as well, no, I don't. I'm not gonna say I hate Red Dead because I don't. It's just a pretty good game to me. I think it's overhyped for what it is. But Black Ops, I don't like this Black Ops. I hate this Black Ops, to be honest with you. Like, I don't load out with a grenade, you know what I'm saying, with a frag already, or like a Semtrex, you know what I'm saying, or like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you would think if you a Black Op, right? If you're a part of a black operative, like you would have like grenades on you on your loadout, right? But they took that away. They took kill streak away. They made it score streaks, and you can get scores from doing it. I mean, there's just a lot of shit that maybe I've been away for too long because I guess incrementally shit got added up to. Real shit, Kevin Mack. It's an 8 out of 10. Even to this point, it's an 8 out of 10. And the reason why I gave it an 8 out of 10 is thus far, and I'm practically at the end. Thus far, 8 out of 10. That's 8 out of 10. That's basically encapsulating three things, right? So gameplay to me is like a 7 out of 10. You know, that's gameplay. Story is an 8 out of 10, and graphics is a 9 out of 10. So yeah, average it out to be about an 8 out of 10. That's the way I see it. That's the way I see it because the story is not like anything grand or jaw dropping or impressive, and it's just very simple beats that you would notice what happened, and you kind of see all the stuff happening. The one thing I didn't see, and I'm a fucking spoiler because y'all listen to me talking about this shit. The one thing I didn't see coming was this motherfucker, you know, coughing up blood and shit. You know what I'm saying? On that tuberculosis shit. I didn't expect that shit. I'm like, really? You gonna make me play a sickly ass motherfucker too? God damn. you know, controls 4 out of 10. Like real shit, man. Controls are garbage in this game. But I'm telling you, I'm talking about like gameplay. So controls does have to do with gameplay, but when I'm talking about gameplay, I'm also talking about the shit that you do. You know what I'm saying? The shit that you do in the game. Like I like hunting, man. That's realistically my favorite thing to do in the game. It's just to go hunting for shit. All right. That's like my favorite thing to do. That and playing poker. That's the only two thing I like doing in this game. I mean, the missions are. I don't know. It's just something about the game that doesn't grab me. It doesn't wow me at all. It's just a very mundane game when it comes to like gameplay. That's why I gave it like a 7 out of 10. And the story is an 8 out of 10. It's not something like out of this world. I don't, and maybe because cowboy shit. But this is not really even cowboy shit. This is more like colonial shit. You know what I'm saying? Real shit, Kevin Mac. I always get sidetracked. And I'll start trying to like find shit to hunt and shit. You know what I mean? But that's what like the NPD shit like concerns me though, and really has a Rockstar game ever lost to a Call of Duty game? Like any Rockstar game? I know the Bully series, well, not the series, just the Bully games. Is not like real big, but I'm pretty sure Bully is like one of the smallest thing that they do, and I'm sure it still does well enough, right? What do you mean? Could you have waited to play Red Dead Redemption 2? What do you mean could you have waited? Like waited until what I really want right now is if they do the undead shit with this one, because I think if they do the undead shit with this one, that should be pretty fun. You know what I mean? This world with zombies, that'll be pretty fun. I got machetes, I got all kinds of goodies I can fuck with zombies with in this game. I mean, if they do the undead shit with this game, I'll take it. You know what I mean? Damn, that's 11 for $5. But yeah, man. I mean, NPD results. We expected Sony to do that. I mean, there's no for sure, man. Undead, Undead DLC will be dope for this game. But I mean, that's the NPD results. Nothing surprising except for that. And is it really the signs of the time when motherfuckers don't really care for single player experiences like that no more? And and that's not really true because this game also have multiplayer. It just hasn't. I don't know if it's here or not yet. I just been playing the single player. I don't even know if it's here or not yet. But it's probably not as good as GTA. Because GTA crawled back on the top 10. GTA is a monster, man. And the cowboy setting is probably what it is. It's just not fun. There's just a lot of stuff you do in this game that has nothing to do with cowboy shit either, by the way. The craziest thing so far that happened to me in Red Dead Redemption? I don't really know, man. I mean, like the story, of course, is very straightforward, but in the world itself, I mean, I encountered a lot of glitches. I don't know if anybody, that's why it's an 8 out of 10. It can't be no 10 out of 10 game with the type of glitches that it has, man. Like Spider-Man has glitches too, and so did Horizon, but their glitch was minimal. Like Spider-Man had, like I think I had like 2 or 3 glitches, and it didn't really even hurt gameplay. One of the glitches in Spider-Man that like came across was like some lady somehow would like stand on the side of a building like 2 story up. You know what I mean? Somehow like one of the NPCs just got stuck standing on top of like the side of one of the buildings, like she was Spider-Man too and shit. You know? and at one point in Spider-Man, for whatever reason, Spider-Man got stuck in like a swinging motion for me, and that was it. That's the only two shit that I had to experience in Spider-Man. I'm sure there's plenty of other ones. It's just I didn't experience any of them. Horizon, I remember a couple of them, and Horizon 2. They're big open world games. They're gonna have those kind of shit. But those aren't so bad. But Red Dead, man, I had a lot of issues with it, and it's actually like none of the. Well, no, I take that back. Horizon did have a couple of glitches that actually fucked the game up. Not the game, but while I was playing, I was doing a mission. It fucked up the mission. You know, it fucked up a couple of things for me, but it didn't do it too bad. And Spider Man was even less. But this game, man, there's plenty of time when I'm riding with a dude and I got way too fast in front of him. This happened to me twice, and it's fucking hilarious. And I turned back around, and the dude's not there. He's actually floating like 20 feet in the air, and he's still riding his horse, but he's like floating in the air. and and I need this dude to trigger something in the game so the story, like the next cinematic would start the mission and shit, and I can't because he's like floating in the air. You know what I mean? And I get the sideways moonwalk shit all the time when you're trying to get to your horse and get on the horse. You would do the sideways moonwalk shit, and the horse would just start running away from you. Even if you start calling it to you, it would just run away. And you would every time you try to run towards your horse, you would run sideways. Yeah, I get that a lot. I get let's see. I get if you if I so so Guru, if you jump off your horse, like this happened to me twice too. If you jump off your horse and all your weapons are on you, right? Like for some reason, like I never put the weapons away. And when I jump off, I check and I have it. But after like running away from the horse, I check again and I don't have it. It's on the fucking horse. I checked after I jumped off my horse. You know what I'm saying? Which means I still should have my fucking guns and shit on me. But I jump off and after a few seconds, I don't have the gun no more. I'll have only one of them. The other one is still on the horse. And what the fuck is this? Go back to the horse. It's not on the horse either. It's not on me either. Like it just disappeared. So now I don't have a fucking sniper rifle. I had to like restart that part, and all of a sudden I had the sniper rifle again. Like what the fuck? You know what I mean? Like just wild stuff. I didn't. There's also this campaign. I don't know if you It's like a really side things where you control like toy boats and shit. Where I got stuck to where I can't let go of the controllers. I just stood there holding the controllers the whole time. It's just a dude playing like toy boats, like he was showing off like how you can, you know, remote control this submarine toy boat thing to shoot other boats and shit. And after I did that side things, I can't step away from the controllers. I was just stuck standing there. So I had like, yeah, man, I had a bunch of weird ones too. But I mean, some of them was actually debilitating, man. It, like stopped me from playing. I had to like restart. and that actually happened more with this game than most other like not third party, but like open world games I played. And actually, I just realized I still haven't played Far Cry 5. This game actually makes me want to play Far Cry 5. I think Far Cry would be way more fun than this because of the activities, you know? It's just the cowboy scenery. I guess that's what it is. It's just not enjoying it as much as I thought I would. But the fact that it's not beating, you know, the fact that it's not beating Black Ops is fucking incredible, though. Bethesda games are amazing. That's that is amazing. This is probably gonna be a short one tonight, man. Because like I said, I don't really have much shit to talk about. I'll talk about whatever the fuck y'all feel like talking about. Because I don't have much to talk about. When I say next gen landscape, what I'm talking about is what within 4 years from now, what would gaming be like? Because the next gen is coming out in about what 1 to 2, maybe 3 years at the worst, so, and at the most 21. But realistically, it's either 19 or 20. I'm back. I'm banking it on being 20, but you never know. It could be 19, and I'll be surprised just as much as everyone else who thought it's going to be in 20. But it could be 19 or 20, right? So what it look like in 2020, like 22? What would the shit look like? You feel me? What would the shit look like in 2022? What would the landscape look like? Because we're seeing a lot of shit now that's gonna transpire next generation. We kind of have certain clues that we can, predict certain things that's happening. So next generation, there will be a much bigger focus on streaming. That's a fact, especially on the Xbox front. So next generation, can we assume that Xbox is going to be one of those services that will be just everywhere, like everywhere, everywhere? Maybe even PlayStation 5 will have some Xbox shit. It's very possible at this point because they're talking about streaming everything, and Xbox has clearly came out and stated, right? They've came out clearly stated they don't want the restriction of being only on one platform, on one device. They want to be available on everything so they can, grab that 2 billion supposed gamers that there are. So they want to be everywhere, be on everything, be on everything that you can imagine. You don't want to think about it. You know what I think about? I mean, I do, man. I think about the future all the time because the future will come, will be here. The future will be the present soon enough. Future will be here soon enough. When you was a kid in elementary school, didn't being the age that you are seem so far and so fleeting? It seems like you would never get there, but there you are, right? You're in your late teens, your 20s, your 30s, your 40s and shit, right? It will be here. We might as well like see what's up with it and see if we can brace ourselves for some of the bullshit that's coming because bullshit is coming, right? Bullshit is coming. We just got to see what kind of bullshit it's gonna look like. Um, so the order part two, that'd be cool, man. That'd be cool. We see the order part two. I would like to see the order part two because to be honest with you, I didn't like the order on part one. The order part one seemed like it just seems very slow to me. It didn't seem very entertaining to run through for me. I kind of got tired of it, and it's a very short game. I didn't even finish it. That's just and Red Dead. The only reason why I'm able to finish it is it's just such a mundane game that I'm just sitting through. I'm doing like side shit. The side shit's actually more fun than the actual game and shit. That's why it's taking me so long to beat it because I'm actually doing all the side shit instead of the actual campaign and shit. Bloodborne 2. So in what's that game? That VR game that's made of like on behalf of from software. The VR game that's was it something Heresine or something? Heresine or something like that. There's a lot of Bloodborne um Easter eggs, I guess, and people are saying that those are hints for Bloodborne 2, and that may be possible. And I would love that. Bloodborne's the shit, so I would be down. But Sekiro, I'm hyped for that, so I'm just waiting on that. I'm not really concerned about Bloodborne 2. I mean, I am concerned about it, but I'm not really expecting it to show its head anytime soon. If we even hear anything about Bloodborne, realistically, it'll be at least the end of 2019 is when we actually hear about it, because it'll be a next gen console, next gen shit for sure. And if it's a next gen shit for sure, it's gonna be a while before we even see it. But so next gen, we're gonna see a lot of just Xbox being on every device. Matter of fact, anything with a anything that run Windows will come automatically installed with an Xbox. Like a Game Pass or something like that. Just an app with that ready to go. All right. I saw your post earlier. Yeah, I didn't have a chance to watch that shit and watch that, but I saw your thing on Bloodborne earlier. I'll probably watch it on the run back. But that's one of my favorite game of this generation right now, man. It's just I don't know what it is, just the feeling you get when you play Bloodborne is just something else. The combat's not even that hard. I don't even think Bloodborne is really that hard, man. It's just requires a little bit of patience and wherewithal to like see how you dodge and shit, certain enemies, how they move and all that, and how you dodge their attacks and all that kind of shit. That's why I love it so much. It's not really like the combat isn't hard. What's amazing about Bloodborne is it's able to like tell you a whole complete story, or like a whole lore about a world, and the main character barely say anything. Actually, the main character doesn't say anything because you are the main character. You made your own character. You show up there. I love that shit. It's probably like one of the best games of this generation. From Software, man, like their attention to detail is fucking incredible. And all the stuff that you do in Bloodborne, the stuff that you like, you know, find out later that you could do and stuff, and you go back and do. Like, like Bloodborne is one of those few games where I actually um, look for hints and stuff on YouTube. I rarely ever do that, but there's certain things in Bloodborne, like how the fuck would you know to do that if someone didn't tell you? Like I would miss so much shit. I don't watch stuff on how to beat people and stuff. I try to figure that out on my own. Like all the bosses stuff, I figure out how to beat bosses and all that kind of stuff on my own. Just like what I'm saying is like certain Easter eggs and certain like weapons and things here and there that you could miss. Like how would I know, man? The world, even though it's not really an open world, but it's not really closed in. There's so many nooks and crannies that you can miss, man. And you platinumed it. I've never actually tried to platinum shit, so I wouldn't. I mean, I played games before platinums, I mean, before trophies and shit. So when trophies came out, I thought it was, a cute idea. I never realized that it becoming such a thing to where you gotta like hunt for every platinum trophy on games that you like and shit. But that's cool though that people like that. They just add another layer to gaming. It's just not one of those layers that I fuck with. I skip that layer. I just go to the chocolate layer for caramel. I'm saying. But yeah, man, that's what it would look like, right? Because right now you have like Xbox apps already. Like my laptop, I bought it like what 3 years ago, 3 4 years ago, and it came with like an Xbox app already like downloaded into its fucking shit, man. And I can't even get rid of it. I can't uninstall it either. It's fucking built into my fucking laptop. Like I try to uninstall it, I can't. Whenever it has to do with some gaming shit, there's this fucking Xbox shit that's here. So in the oncoming future, we'll start seeing that right on tablets and laptops and PCs and basically everything that can run Windows. Or not even that, like phones that don't even run Windows. Like Windows phones will have it, of course, but like Samsung phones that also, you know, like Android phones will probably comes with it and shit. You always just have an Xbox app or a Game Pass app where you just do all that. I mean, Jemiah, there's like Souls type games, strangely enough, are a very vast array of games because people also consider Neo like a Souls type game. And if you bend the rules enough, the new God of War really could somewhat be considered a Souls type game. You know, it's a it's a pretty big margin, man. Some are really dope. Some are, I mean, real shit. I'm not into the Soul series. I'm not, but I love Bloodborne though, because Bloodborne is so much faster and more fluid in the combat. You know what I mean? Souls are just really slow, man. Souls games, they just feel slow and not very entertaining. But the combat in Bloodborne is so much better. It's so much more fast paced. You know what I'm saying? You get a gun, even though I barely ever use the gun. I barely ever use the fucking gun. I'm more of a melee dude. I just use the melee weapon more than anything else. I never stagger a motherfucker with a gun. PS5 and 19. Yes, D3 will be cross gen. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be cross gen, but I mean, if the PS5 is gonna be backward compat, I don't know how much that would matter, you know. So if they do a cross gen, that means they're making a PS4 version and a PS5 version, because that's the only reason why it would matter if they do that, right? They have to make a PS5 version, like actually make one instead of just using the like compatibility. We know what, like, um, Sony's plans are for the future. They already mentioned that they're doubling down on, their single player experience, their first party, lineup, which they know that's their blood, that's their bloodline. That's the only thing they got. They'll make it for them in the business, it's their first party. So you'll see that even more. So on the oncoming years, the way I see it is like, if you just want to dabble into gaming, Xbox will basically be your gateway into gaming. If you never game and none of that stuff, it'll probably add into you probably go into, like, get into gaming by, Xbox. That's a good chance that could happen. If you think about it, if you don't game at all and stuff, but your laptop's already built for it. Damn, three blackouts. Hey, where do you live, bruh? If you don't mind me asking, GSMC, where do you where do you live, man? Three blackouts. I know you are Asian, homie. I don't know what state you live in, or if you live in the states at all. But to have three blackouts in 1 month, and I'm sorry for your loss, cuz I mean, especially right after Black Friday, that's fucked up. I mean, you can wait for Monday, you can wait for tomorrow or some shit. For real, man. The fuck's going on in San Diego? Is it because of the fires and shit? Is San Diego affected by the fires at all? Or, I mean, y'all might be having earthquakes. I don't know. I haven't really talked to my brothers. My brother recently. He lives over there. He lives in Santa Ana, like about what? That's like what, an hour and a half, 2 hours away from you, from San Diego in Santa Ana. It's about that, right? About 2 hours, 2.5 hours at the most. It depends on traffic, I guess. Oh yeah, y'all. I know y'all get hyped when y'all see rain. Yeah, it sucks, man. I mean, shit. Tomorrow's Cyber Monday, man. You should probably cop a deal on Cyber Monday or something. But yeah, man. So that's what it's looked like, right? So PlayStation, next generation, like you're gonna buy a PlayStation because of premium gaming. It sounds like really odd to say, because usually when you think of premium, you think of the Xbox One X because it's the premium, console or whatever. But if you really think about it, next generation, the reason why you buy a PlayStation is for premium gaming, right? Are you you play stuff on Xbox services because it's readily available to you no matter where you are. You playing on a phone, you can play some Xbox games. You playing on a PC. If you're at home with an Xbox, I don't know why you would have a motherfucking Xbox. Nice, nice, cuz. I love that 1 year warranty, cuz. Because after that 1 year warranty, fucking, ain't want to hear shit from your ass no more. But I mean, I don't know if y'all agree or not, but that's the way I see it. I really can't call what Nintendo is doing next generation because Nintendo has always been aloof, man. They always off on their own. They do whatever the fuck, you know. Like they do whatever the fuck they feel like. So I can't really call what Nintendo would be like. Nintendo will still probably do more like, you know, th- they're gonna like evolve the Switch. I know they will because the Switch is working out well for them, and mobile is going really well for them. You know, so Xbox will basically just be anywhere you are. You know, so you can pick up gaming anywhere with Xbox, and the games that they already mentioned they was doing, like double A kind of games. So that's why they buy all these studios to make, right? That's what they bought all these studios to make, right? Just these middle of the mill, not too expensive, not really cheap to make games, right? That way they can put it on a service and put it on everywhere, everything. Real online service next gen. Nintendo never really cared for online service, which is a shame. A shame. I think like if you could play a lot of Mario games and stuff like online with your friends, it'll be really cool. Like really like well. I mean like well. You know, it would be cool. But Nintendo and Nintendo people really never cared about that. They just want to play some, puzzle games and platformers and whatnot. But that's the way I see it. So next generation, you would buy a PlayStation 4 for premium gaming. Like this is the place you go. You buy this console because this console comes with crazy exclusives, because like crazy exclusives you can't get nowhere else. And that's what you would do. So next generation, the chance of Xbox doing well as far as their service is, that just depends on if people, those 2 billion gamers, how many of those 2 billion gamers actually like playing console games, because it's very different. You know what I mean? Like if you like playing console games, you would usually have a console already, or PC, right? You would, if you're a console gamer, you like like those games that comes on console. Same way with PC, you like those type of shit. That's why you play on there. So just because you're able to offer your services, your product to 2 billion people doesn't mean all those 2 billion people actually cared for it in the first place. They play simple ass game on mobile, but we'll see how that goes. Right? It's their success is dependent upon that. Their success is dependent upon whether people that are not in the console, community will actually want to play those games mobilely. How well it will work technically, I don't know. I'm not here to talk about technicals, when it comes to all that shit. I'm just here to say the next generation, that's what it's going to look like. You will buy a PlayStation mainly for that shit, mainly for premium gaming, mainly for these premium studios that make premium games. Because Sony, that's what they're known for at this point. That's what they got as far as being a publisher. They have these developers are off the hook that can build incredible worlds, incredible characters. Like they weave and like imaginative and crazy ass storylines. That's what they do. Those are premium games, right? Triple A games are like going the way of the dodos, man. Like if you haven't noticed, like a lot of games are like coming out to be trash. Like third party games is coming out to be trash. Like back in the day, they was like the cream of the crop too, right? Yeah, I can't do PC, but yeah, I hope everything. I mean, so they sending you a new one, or you gotta. That's crazy though. Three fucking blackouts in one. Yeah, it might be you just live in a hood ass motherfucking area where the circuit breakers don't work too well. Well, I mean, I understand that Cyber Dragon, and that's why they're buying these. That's why they're buying these studios up. These studios that are in a hard way. Like some of these studios aren't really having the best time. So they're buying all these studios up. That way, these studios can make those double A's games for them to put on these services, and they'll have more services going. More games coming out for their services in the future. There'll never be like you know a heavily you know a heavy expensive game or anything. It'll be a very simple ass game. What's up, Jighead guys, man? Damn, you late as fuck, man. I'm not even gonna be on this that long tonight. Ain't really shit to talk about. We're just like speculating about the future because y'all ain't got shit to talk about. You know what I mean? Like the next gen landscape will be very different than all the previous gaming that we've ever seen before. All the previous generation of gaming we've seen before, there was a concrete setup. Now, like, shit's changed a lot. Let's just say, you know. And yes, Xbox will have consoles, but if you put your game everywhere, like everywhere possible, the need of a console, if they remove the necessity of having a console, then the console sales even going to be less next generation. That streaming box, how much stronger that streaming box? So my laptop, right, is not a gaming laptop, it's just a regular ass laptop. I bought it for like $600-700 at the time, so it's a pretty good laptop, but it's not anything like super special or nothing. You feel me? So am I able to run shit on this laptop? Because if I decided to play any kind of games that's on my Xbox service, I just do it on that. Why would I buy a $200 streaming box? You know. But even if it's requiring me to buy this $200 streaming box, I'm buying a box just to stream games. It's like a cable box for gaming. You know. And people hate cable boxes. This is a cable box for gaming. This is a gaming box that like use the same style as a cable box that you need to actually pay for a service to actually have content going into it. Yeah, man, I'm excited to see what those are. But shit, man, I'm still there's still games that's coming that we. Oh, so quick subject change, I guess. People was talking about the game show awards, how like people were like speculating, like reaching that Sony's gonna like throw all these release dates of all their games out at the game show awards. um I mean, I feel like that's wishful thinking. I mean, I feel like actually the release dates of those games should be coming out very soon. So if anything, Death Stranding. If I was to bet money on one of those three games that you would get a release date for, Death Stranding will probably be the game that you will hear, right? Because the Game Wars, Kojima have a special relationship with dude. You know what I'm saying? No homo. Probably homo. I don't fucking know. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So the Death Stranding, if any of those three would be the one. Now they were talking about all three, and I don't know about all three. I'm saying we will get the release dates of these games here soon. Within, I want to say the next couple months, we'll start hearing release dates of these games. In December, hearing release date for Death Stranding, that's not too crazy. Because then it's coming out in 2019. If it gets the first release date, you'll probably get it there. I don't know about all three at the same time. Sony might like hold back certain release date for certain things, and they will release it one at a time here and there, right? I think it's very possible for Death Stranding. I don't know for sure, of course, but I think it's very possible that could happen. I don't know about the other two. Maybe The Last of Us, just maybe because the game show awards. That's a very casual audience. I mean, hardcore gamers watch it too and shit, but it's an award show. Trying to encapsulate everybody. So that'd be a good place for you to show off. A major game like that to release to give you a release date of a major game like that. That's very possible. So those two, I don't know about Ghost of Tsushima, man. We really don't. We only got like what, two trailers for Ghost of Tsushima thus far, compared to everybody else, compared to like The Last of Us and Death Stranding, that which have way more stuff out, way more things, published about it so far. So I don't know about Ghost run on PS5. I don't think so. I think PS5 will have Ghost and The Last of Us and Death Stranding as well, but it's a PS4 game first. I think they've been working on it for a long time. I mean, if you think about it, they said they've been working on it for many years before they actually even showed it, which was very normal. 3, 4 years, matter of fact, before they even showed it at Paris Game Show. So by 2019, they would have worked on it 5 years or so, right? 5, maybe 6 years or so. So it should be out in 19. So it'll be probably cross-gen, but I really don't believe in cross-gen, because what's the point of cross-gen when you're backward compat, you know? What's the point of cross-gen if you're backward compat? And if you have the software, the capabilities of making these backward compat games look better because of the hardware you have, you know. I think that ship has sailed, JK guys. I think that ship has sailed. I think they missed the opportunity because because we got Ghost coming, and if Ghost does a really good job of it, it's really hard for them to like do one as well and not get compared to Ghost. And you can't come after somebody and make a game very much like theirs and not as good. You know what I'm saying? What did that look like? I think that I think they don't want to do it mainly because people expect certain shit. If you do Japanese, Assassin's Creed, people expect certain shit with a Japanese Assassin's Creed. Yeah, I mean, you would have to buy the game twice, but why would you? Is what I'm saying. If you have backward compat, if you're able to have backward compat, why would you buy a game twice? Just so it'll look a little bit better or run a little bit better, maybe. But wouldn't it look better regardless if it's backward compat and PS5 has the capability of making it look better because of the hardware itself? You know, I would be cool with that, man. I'm surprised it doesn't, have you like assassinating some czars in Russia. That'd be cool, man. A Russian one would be dope. I just think a Japanese one is that ship has sailed. They should have done it a long time ago. I think it's too late now. Because if they do like a mythical type of, Assassin's Creed, well, that's fucking Sekiro. If they do a realistic, well, realistic gaming wise, that'll be Ghost of Tsushima. They're kind of stuck. I think it's too late for them at this point. Yeah, I agree, GSM. I agree. I think it'll be a PS4 game that could be played on the PS5. I think that's how it's gonna go down too. I mean, a PS4 game looked beautiful, man. I really don't know how much remastering you need. And yes, of course, the hardware for PS5 will be more, impressive. But how much of that do you really need to do to remaster this shit? It looks pretty good. I mean, it looks as good as it should be. I don't fucking know, man. I don't really care for remasters like that. If they come out with a remaster, it better have like a whole bunch more content. That's the only reason why I would buy it. A remastered game doesn't really make the game any better. It just looks a little bit better. You're playing the same game again. And after I play a game enough, I had enough of it. I usually move on. I don't go back to it anymore. backward compat is not a very big deal, man. I'm sorry, you know. It's only a big deal this generation. One time, you're right, because they're not doing it one time this generation. I don't know anymore, man. I don't know about Anthem anymore. Anthem's it's not looking good, man. Anthem's not looking very good, man. I was hyped for it too. I was so hyped to fly around like a fucking Iron Man and fucking open world, and I was excited for that shit. I ain't gonna front. But the more news that's coming out of it, I don't know. Damn, you're taking a sick day for Anthem? I'm probably taking a sick day for Ghost and The Last of Us 2. I ain't gonna front. I'll take sick days for those. Death Stranding, I'm not gonna take a sick day for that because that's gonna. I feel like that's gonna be a long, drawn out game that I'll like have to wrap my head around. I'm not taking a sick day for that. I'll go back to work more confused and sicker than I actually was. You know what I'm saying? So it seems like they're saying like Anthem is not really like a real open world game, and that certain parts of it is like on rails and whatnot. So that's very concerning. You know, that would be awesome, Kevin Mack. I mean, it's so easy to make an Iron Man suit type game like fun though, right? It shouldn't be that hard. I don't remember who said that, Jemiah. I have to look that up again. I gotta make sure what I'm saying is correct the mundo. I don't want to fucking say some bullshit. Let me see. I gotta look up this word. They're using a word that I really don't understand. I gotta look up this word real quick. What does that mean? Contiguous. What is contiguous? Contiguous open world. What is a contiguous open world? What is that? Does that mean like you could play with other people? But is that what contiguous open world mean? It's a problem with like fucking advertising wording, man. Like sometimes they go overboard with that shit and you don't even fucking understand what they're trying to say. Send the rare to the time, right, this point. So you cannot establish trademark where and then I gotta look into it more. But sharing a common border, what the hell does that even mean? Cause I'm just saying, what does that even mean, Jemiah? What does it mean by sharing common border? Like an open world is just a vast open landscape that you can interact with, right? Anywhere in the world. What does that mean? That is touching borders. Like I had to look it up too. Share a common border. I look up the definition of that word, and I still don't understand what the fuck. What does that mean in an open world game? You know, bruh, what the fuck, man? You like you're like breaking it down. I'm still not understanding what that even means. But we'll see. We'll see, man. I am a little nervous about it, but we'll see more information as it comes out. I mean, it still look dope as far as the robot armor and all that shit. That shit looks dope. What they call javelins? those javelins and shit still look dope. I just gotta see what's going on with it because it's grew a hub world. Yeah, we'll see more. I'm sure they'll explain it way better once the game is about to be. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking zones. Yeah, Mac. Actually, I think that's what it is. Like, yeah. But I don't know. I think I'm gonna hop out, man. There's not too much stuff to talk about tonight. I don't want to just sit here and ramble. I want to take up y'all motherfuckers' time. It's been on for an hour, man. I mean, I would chill and kick it if we have shit to talk about like that. But I mean, this week's not much to talk about. I'm just like, you know, trying to figure out what the next gen is going to look like. Because next gen will be the norm in about 3 to 4 years, right? It'll be new in 1 to 2 years, but it'll be the norm in about 3 to 4 years. So in 3 to 4 years now, what are we going to be looking at? This is all what I was saying. What kind of bullshit will we have to deal with, which we will deal with plenty, and what kind of shit is actually going to be good for us. Um, and to be quite frank, I feel like the bullshit we deal with will inevitably be more than the good shit that we get. But that's usually how it is with damn near every generation. Oh yeah, JK guys, man. I'm super nervous of that shit. And I'm not even sure why I'm nervous. I'm sure they're gonna do it. They're gonna monetize the fuck out of that game. That's what I'm mainly concerned with. Like a lot of times I feel like they make great games, but they fuck it up with their business practices. It's a shame. But yeah, man, I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna go get some food and shit. I'm kind of hungry. But I'll see y'all on Tuesday on the round table, man. Roll Plush, Draco Rex, Asian Gambit. Like, comment, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? I'll see y'all on Tuesday and Friday. We on Friday and back again on Sunday here, man. Good night, folks.